powers combined, a group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? Sound the horns of idiocy! Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
What? This is where you go.
Oh, hold on, Drew. Mute for John.
I got it now.
There it is.
5 years.
Yeah, I don't know where I come in. I don't listen to this shit. I've heard our theme song like twice, bro. Yay us! Hey, I'm John Hartness, and I'll be playing the role of Fandingo the Fantastical, bard of all trades and flinger of fireballs. In real life, I'm the founder and publisher of Falstaff Books, and I write the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter series, the Black Knight Chronicles, and the Bubba the Monster Hunter. Fucking easy for me to say. This is why we edit this shit. Horror comedy series.
All right. Hi, I'm Justin Brassi. I play Bjorg Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent barbarian. Was an author in the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road can be purchased right out there for nice and cheap. And I am the author of such non-existent titles as Ucker Kabuk Fucker 2. You've heard this one harder.
God, I hate following that. Anyway, my name is Rick Gualtieri, and I play Silas Kane, who is most certainly not the Arrow of the Gods, and might or may not be a terrible paladin of Tor. Excuse me. In real life, I write several series, including The Tome of Bill, Bill of the Dead, The Hybrid of High Moon, and Crypto Hunters, and my newest, which is with the cardboard cutout of Rachel Carr out there, Half-Hearted Hunter, False Icons 3.
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures. I also write many of the Shingles titles, which have Broken Joe this very day.
Hey there, my name is Steve Weverill, and I play Brandon Firemast, a sexually attractive monk. In real life, I dress like this probably more often than you'd think. And I write the Doomsayer Journeys with Falstaff Books, the latest of which, The Endless Adventures of Hand and Strike, is available now.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Authors and Dragons Con 2021 for our live game and our 6-year anniversary of doing this game.
What is wrong with you people?
Time flies when you're destroying islands and ecosystems. I am Drew Hayes, the GM, the author of books such as Superpowers, NPCs, Fred the Vampire Accountant, 5 Minute Sherlock, and Villain's Code. And I think I can't add any more series at that point because I'm just out of breath. I am, of course, running this game, and we have been doing it for so long. You know what? I think that's all the preamble we need. Let's get into this shit.
Yeah!
So when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had successfully gotten on a rowboat and boated off of their boats. How many times can I use boat? What do you think?
Couple more.
All right. All right, as you are boating your boat a boat.
As I'm motorboating my what?
Indeed. You all are boating along, and suddenly the sea becomes very choppy, as in like giant whirlpool forming choppy. You have 2 rounds. Why don't we just go ahead and start with initiatives to get things rolling?
Cool.
Not that cool.
Damn it.
Yep. Fending. God damn it, I just clicked my thingy.
I'm just gonna fucking roll it.
Fandingo rolled a nat 1, so I don't even get to go on to the turn order.
Klaus gets an 11.
Silas?
After you, mate. Brandon Firemaster gets a 15.
Bjorg gets a 16.
Silas gets a 7.
Okay, I guess I'm manually doing all of you except Silas. Hang on.
Yeah, my roll 20 is being like complete shit right now.
No worries, you'll just roll. All right, give me your initiatives once more.
16.
15.
2.
This is why we don't do unedited cuts.
One of them.
This is all part of the magic, Joe.
What was Klaus's?
11.
11. All right.
Go Dicks.
Okay. So your boat is basically swirling down a whirlpool like a turd in a toilet. You have a round if you would like to do anything to prepare for God knows what.
Bjorg is going to climb up the mast and go, ha 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 ha! Down we go!
It's a rowboat, so you're climbing up an oar, but it is
Oh, that's right.
it's an effective image all the same.
Ha ha ha! Down we go!
It's not really a better way to spit in the eye of God.
Fandingo's going to cheer Bjorg on, granting him bardic inspiration.
I will defeat the ocean!
I want in this God spit in
anybody
action.
will-
If I can secure the oar for Bjorg.
Klaus would like to secure Ron Weasley Jeremy. Thank you.
Silas would like to drop to his knees and say, "Divine retribution, at last."
Damn it, I should have used my action to pee on Silas.
And that's always what you should have been using your action.
Yeah, only 6 years too late.
I mean, it's not like I'd be the only one who's ever peed on Silas.
God, honestly, I can't even remember how many people. Like, it's been so long. I assume Klaus, maybe Bjorg.
Such memories. Such sweet memories.
I was a parrot for a long time.
Unlike Klaus, there are very few things Bjorg is willing to let his penis near.
It's okay, I consider it to be nothing but the tears of Tor. Something in my throat, sorry.
All right, so you will all then swirl, and down you go. And where do you end up? Oh, let's see. Then you might need to come tweak the screen since we move maps. Let's see.
This doesn't look like a bar. I mean, kind of.
Could be.
This doesn't look like God's eyeball either.
I mean, everything looks like a bar if we do it right.
Everything's a penis if you try hard enough.
Shut up,
All right.
Klaus Jr.
You're not even old enough to make that comment.
Okay, that's perfect. Bjorg, you awaken in
I
a
am
very
awake.
strange place.
I've seen Stranger, maybe.
To describe for the folks who are listening to this audibly and not here at the convention looking at the screen, you arrive in a strange stone room. It has a elevated wooden stage upon it. There is faded seating that looks cracked and broken, torn rugs running to and fro. You get the feeling that this was once some sort of, venue or place of performance, but now it is just a wrecked ass place.
Bjorg will approach the stage.
Alrighty.
Move that up there. There we go. Seems my roll 20 is working now.
Bjorg, roll me a perception check.
All right. Let me see here. Get that sheet loading.
Oh, or do you need me to roll for you?
No, I can do it, I think.
Let's see.
Pressure's on, Joe.
Oh, Jesus. Bjorg rolls a 14.
All right, you hear the distant sounds of music coming from somewhere, but you can't pinpoint where.
I hear music, friends.
Well, Brandon Thighmaster, what are you going to do with that information?
Ignore it mostly. I'm going to immediately naturally gravitate to the position where the most people can see me, which I imagine is somewhere on the stage.
That would not be an incorrect assumption.
Okay.
But there's no people.
In front of Bjork. There we go.
There's all of you.
You realize they can still see me. I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, well, you know, so's the sky, but I'm the sunset, baby.
Steve, roll me a perception check.
I cannot see a thing in these things.
It would have been great to find out at the end that Steve was just clicking random buttons.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 13.
All right, same as Bjorg. You hear a distant sound of music, but you cannot pinpoint the source.
Okay.
Klaus. Oh no.
All right, you said something about a wrecked ass.
Oh, shit. Shut up. This happens on the podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say now it's officially an episode.
I would like to gravitate toward the wrecked ass.
I guess the best way I can interpret that is you walking toward the destroyed seats where people put their asses. So
All right.
that's how I'm gonna choose to understand it.
And I would also like to percept.
Okay, roll me a perception.
Those are some
Well, that's pretty
high-quality
good.
dice.
Thank you. You know where a fella could find a set of these?
Well,
Klaus rolls an 18.
All right, Klaus, you do not hear anything.
Shit.
you didn't hear it really
Silas
well.
Kane.
All right, Silas will head forward a little bit, and then I will ready an action to shoot an arrow at the first ungodly thing that happens. And just for the record, I have a very wide margin of what's ungodly.
I have a feeling I'm about to get shot.
I was about to say Fendingo. Let's see how you're gonna get an arrow.
So there's a stage,
There is a stage.
and there's a bard.
There is a bard.
I'm going down center. I also can't move any of my shit. So
I got you, pal.
I'm going to go down center and begin to play Stairway to Heaven because it is the most requested song ever. So someone wants to hear Stairway to Heaven.
All right, roll me a performance check.
Strange reason.
The highway to hell.
Yeah, Fendigo rolls 12.
All right, you begin what you think is an adequate performance, only to hear a voice ring out, "Oh no, that's terrible!"
Fuck you!
Get the southern accents.
Didn't come down here for the fucking village voice critic to give me shit.
Dingo, roll me a perception check.
Fendigo rolls a 23.
Okay, you hear the music more clearly than anyone else, and you're
Well,
like,
yeah.
that feels like that's coming from real close. And as you kind of turn, you realize that there has been a creature here with you the whole time.
Well, I
hiding
know
itself.
Klaus is here.
And as you are staring, you see before you an image of majesty, of grace, of the incarnation of music itself, really.
Hi.
Lemmy?
What the fuck?
I can shoot that now, right?
You may fire your arrow as you hear the strum of chords. Well, look who has some good ears.
Died double guitar.
Silas, it's a demon.
A 27 and a 28.
Those will both hit.
I like you so much better right now.
All right, I nail it for 24 damage and hopefully end this nightmare before it begins.
All right, you do damage, but you notice it does not do the damage that you would expect those shots to do, as they plunk and plink. And we'll go ahead and let him have a initiative roll. Oh, look at that. He coming in at the top.
There's a shocker.
Well, it is his stage.
The hell you say? It might have used to been.
There we go.
Oh, we're gonna do some Devil Went Down to Georgia shit up in here. All right. Let's go, Charlie Daniels.
All right, so we hit the top of the turn order. Silas fires 2 arrows into the majestic icon. For the folks who are listening at home, just imagine like a guitar given sentience and infinite grace. As opposed to our cast.
That's not what it looks like.
Well, hey there, my name's Plonky Tonk.
Take a non-shaking one.
If you're gonna bring
take
that
that
bullshit onto my stage, I'm gonna have to send you back to the audience. I did call that this was gonna be my worst NPC yet.
That was bad and you should be ashamed.
You were right.
I mean, that was beautiful.
If you
Are
need
you
me,
comparing it to Mr. Hister?
if y'all need me, I'll be in my hair.
Him versus Mr. Hister. The only thing more beautiful than that's Brandon Bymaster.
Thank you.
I completely agree. But they don't.
And sorry, I have to pull up the right macro to hit. Yep.
It's like its fucking eyes are watching me.
Oh, they are. They're watching everything.
Oh, well. Klaus, hit it.
I'm waiting my
All
turn.
right. Several strumming notes begin to
sorry,
ring
that's too
out to the tune of God's Gonna Cut You Down as strings snap out from Plonky Tonk's body and whip out to everything within 10 feet, hitting at 19.
Well, damn.
Ooh, that's a miss from me.
Yeah, that's got me.
All right.
Bjorg takes a hit from the magic of music.
Indeed. You all take 13 and can notice that all of a sudden spotlights have begun to flicker and move. So let's see where they're gonna end up, I wonder.
Flashback to a former career.
All right, this one's going to the 9 o'clock. I should just do 11, 2, and 7. All right. 11, 2, and 7. Hey, this one's not gonna be. Yeah. All right, Bjorg, you are hit by. Well, we'll get to yours when your turn arrives.
All right?
Bjorg, it's your turn. All right, so you have been hit by a spotlight and you have been amplified. Sound has suddenly increased. Until the end of your next turn, you have disadvantage on all perception and concentration checks as the noise makes it too hard to focus through. Sonic attacks do double damage.
Ow!
But that's just your status, so it is still your turn and everything.
Okay, so having had that happen, he's gonna look at Plonky Talk and go, I did loud!
Backup dancers count.
Damn right they do.
Where are we?
You've fallen into my magical musical domain.
I don't like that.
Neither do I.
How do we leave?
Well, I know one tried and true method.
I don't.
He kind of whips the bloody guitar strings around.
Fuck.
I don't think that's what most people call it, but sure.
It's possible after a certain amount of time you'll break through the dimensional barrier, but I'm not a patient guitar.
So what, we have to kill you?
Well, one of us will succeed.
That's all I need to know. Bjorg will rage and attack.
All right.
Let's hope that worked.
I'm just going to move you for you, buddy.
That's a 23 and a 12.
The 23 will hit. The 12 will not.
All right.
Okay, I have to make Plonky Tonk Mac Player to move you guys around. Oh, God, no.
And that is 11 damage.
Oh, great Christ. All right. 11 damage. Cool deal. You slice into his varnished exterior, but much like the arrows, you feel that they are not doing as much damage as perhaps they should be against a normal wooden guitar.
Normally these things splinter and break. I don't like this.
Oh no, you're gonna need something a lot tougher than that, little pick.
Did you just insult my sword?
Well, I suppose if you can call it by it.
The wrath of the North be upon you!
Brandon Thighmaster.
I think it's time to bring in some percussion to this. I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to punch this thing repeatedly. Just as soon as I see where that is. Okay, I'm going to burn a key point. Flurry of blows. Here we go. The classic. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Damn.
Very nice.
All right.
When in doubt, puree.
That was one too many, but 16, 18, 24, 24.
The 2 24s hit.
Okay.
Oh.
They're over 10. Things are starting to get hard.
That's a dozen damage.
One butt puckering.
All right.
I don't like this guitar.
Oh, that almost tickled.
Don't make this any weirder than it already is.
If you've done that with some rhythm, it might have been pleasant.
Okay, well, now that's just below the belt. My rhythm is perfect. Perfect.
Much like everything else.
Klaus, you are up.
I don't know a lot about guitars, but I imagine if you look in the guitar care manual, you're not going to find things like don't hit with a sword, don't punch. But what you might find is keep away from moisture. I would like to hit this guitar where it hurts.
Oh, God.
Klaus would like to urinate on the guitar.
I mean, would it be A&D Con without it?
Seriously, why did any of you look surprised at this point?
And we're there.
He is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, you get what you paid the ticket price for, by God.
You're welcome.
Worth every penny.
Klaus, make me a ranged attack.
What's the damage on urine?
Emotional.
Are you?
Drew
Listen, where am I?
we just have to make up the stupid shit. Drew has to figure
Oh,
out.
all right. He did move me forward. Okay.
I admire that man.
Shit. All right. Klaus rolls a 12.
12, you can urinate in the direction of the guitar, but it does kind of dodge pretty easily. It's not a focused, concentrated stream.
You need a mightier stream.
Speaking of, Klaus, roll me a concentration.
I'd like to point out that he didn't say he was going to unzip his pants first.
That's why he missed.
Concentration is a 9.
It was already out.
Alrighty.
Never done out.
That's why he missed.
Sorry, bud, you have shot your stream.
Shot one kind of stream.
And again, you look surprised.
Y'all knew
Still
we
another
knew it when you
bullet
bought
in that
these tickets.
chamber.
Very fine line between surprised and disgusted.
God damn it.
There it is. All right, John. Or no. Silas Cade.
I take a moment and debate who I actually want to shoot here.
That's reasonable. That's
But then I'm like, die, devil banjo. And I will fire 2 arrows at it, and if one hits, I will unleash a 3rd level smite against it.
oh. Flonky Tonk says, "Oh no, someone's tone deaf and guitar racist."
16 and a 24.
The 24 will hit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, so that does 12, and then... Jesus Christ. And then only 9 points of radiant.
All right, so it's 21 total.
Yep.
Alrighty. Your arrows thud off of it, producing a slightly off melody plunk. Fandango,
I'm really close to this guitar, right?
you are right up in this guitar's business.
No, but I'm about to be.
I'm not counting the stalk as part of the space he's occupying.
Yeah, that's the neck.
Maybe on normal guitars, you don't know what Plonky Tonk's made of.
No, that's just shout.
You're making it weirder than Klaus. That's a
How
high
dare
bar.
you?
Fandingo's gonna stare at Plonky Tonk and say, "All right, motherfucker, let's see if I can make your guitar gently weep." Slam his foot into the ground and cast Destructive Wave upon Honky Tonk, where each creature I choose, and I choose the goddamn guitar, within 30 feet of me must succeed on a Constitution save or take 5d6 thunder damage, as well as 5d6 necrotic damage, and be knocked prone. That's a DC of 16.
DC of 16 for, you said Constitution?
Constitution.
Okie dokie. 9. Roll your damage. And make sure to roll those separately.
Yeah. So we roll 5d6 thunder damage. And I can't see what the
7.
fucking hell. 7.
It's so bad.
And then 5d6 necrotic.
Yes.
14.
For 14. So a total of 21.
Alright.
That's a waste of a fifth level spell.
I wouldn't say entirely. You notice that the thunder damage hits more normally than everything else that has been striking Plonky Tonk.
Yell at it, guys. Bjorg, you're up. Time for yelling.
No, it's time for Plonky Tonk.
I like my idea better.
Well, that was certainly a fun first opening act. Now let's play something.
I have not been an opening act for 100 years.
Let's play something with a little more heat. And going to disengage to step away from y'all.
Aren't we conveniently clustered?
On second thought, this might not have been the wisest place to stand.
As you suddenly hear
My
the
stream only
strains
goes
of
so
a new
far.
song, which Plonky Tonk yells, "Ring of Fire!" DC deck save 15 for half of 10 damage. You can't tell I had some fun making Plonky Tonk.
Fendingo rolls a 24.
Bjorg rolls an 11.
Brandon makes the save, and I believe with his monk abilities, I take no damage. Is
I
that
think
true?
that's right by level 10.
Yeah.
Klaus gets a 15. Does that make it?
Yes.
Nice.
Which I think also as a rogue, you're probably at
Yeah.
that point too.
Ow!
Yeah, but you're raging, so it's probably still half damage.
Oh, that's true.
Quarter damage.
You're not used to being on fire yet. Get over it, man.
All right, so 5 to John, nothing to Brandon, 10 to Bjorg, nothing to Klaus. Silas, what was yours?
I was not in it.
Oh, you're right, you were not in
I was smart enough to stay away from these fuckers.
Is that really your choice or ours?
Either one works for me.
Some of us are making an effort.
All right, so the Ring of Fire hits and dissipates, but... Dun 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 dun. Where will they go? Where will they end up?
No one knows.
I do, right here. this one is... You have all been hit by staccato. The world begins to stutter around you, turning unstable.
Oh, fuck. Dubstep.
Disadvantage on perception checks and move at half speed until the end of your next turn. You know, perception. Who gives it? All right, that is Plunky Tonk's turn. Bjornson.
All right, so you said we're at half speed?
Yes, you are at half speed and disadvantage on perceptions because the world is kind of going...
All right,
So Tuesday.
Bjorg is going to just start running towards Plunky Tonk with his sword upraised, basically going like, I got some music in you, bitch! But can't get all the way to him because of half speed, so...
All right. Brandon Thighmaster.
Now, I believe with my monk ability, I can get to him, but
Fuck off.
I don't have anything clever to say, so it balances out. All right. Nothing fancy. Let's drop a beat. Flurry of blows.
Yeah.
No, you can center your blows on the stalk.
God.
Hit it in the guitar stalk. This is weird. This is a weird game.
Says the
Okay.
Now weird?
It's a 25, an 18, a 26, and a 24.
Everything but the 18 will hit, and I'll just let you attack the stalk. It's what it is now. Doesn't matter what it was before. Yeah. Wait until it gets to the flesh center.
Okay. Oh, God.
Nah, it doesn't bother
Now
me.
I don't want to attack it. Okay. That is 23 in total. 23 damage.
Alrighty. Oh, that one almost had a bit of a beat.
You motherfucker. I'm going to start backing these up with performance checks. This is,
Klaus, what horrors do you have in store?
Klaus feels a little bad. With everything going on, he feels like what it looks like to the casual observer is that he just ran up and peed on stage.
to the untrained eye.
Yeah.
It's what it looks like to everybody who's been running around with you for 6 years, too.
Klaus would. I don't pay a whole lot of attention during these shows, but we do have the ability to. I can become a weasel, correct?
Yes, you
All
have
right.
5 rounds of weasel ability.
All right, that's what I want to do. I want to become a weasel. No, it's not. And I'd like to. Yeah, the guitar has like a hole, right, where the strings are. I would like to penetrate this creature's
Devin, I would
hole.
like you to look at the picture on the screen, buddy.
I'm
Tell me
looking
what
at
you
it.
See where the hole would be.
Well,
It's a hole, but it's this horrible mouth. Either commit or go home.
no, I'm gonna commit. Yeah, that yeah, it's a mouth. That's fine.
Go for the UV.
All right, I'm just making sure you knew what. All right, so we're taking Klaus away and adding Weasel Klaus in his stead.
You got this.
Okay, you have spent your standard to transform. You have move left, and you're at half speed.
All right, well, I will move toward the guitar creature.
It has a name, Bob. A horrible.
Oh, I'm the racist. All right, I will move toward Humpty Dumpty, and fast as my movement will let me.
Silas K.
Silas will scream out, "Take this, Lucifer's loot," and he will start singing. He will start singing a loud, mouth-frothing rendition of "Yes, Torag Loathes Me."
All right, roll me a performance check.
Silas gets a 14.
Okay, everybody else, roll perceptions. Remember, a lot of you have disadvantage, and sometimes that's not a bad thing.
Fendingo rolls a 7. Thank God.
Brandon Flymaster rolls a 12.
Bjorg rolls an 18.
Robert Bevan went to piss, so Klaus gets a natural 1, I guess.
Bjorg, you momentarily curse the gods for giving you ears.
This is unfortunate.
All right, Silas, you have spent your turn singing.
Excellent.
Alrighty. Fendingo, I'm guessing something similar, only with magic?
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what a bard is.
Yeah. How far away am I from this fucking thing?
You are... Well, we let Brandon attack the stalk last time, so I guess we'll give you the
25
save.
feet?
Yeah,
All right.
25.
So I'm going to cast Shatter on the stalk. And I'm going to cast it as a level 5 spell.
Oh man, he's dropping some hard hitting
All right.
stuff on that.
So he's going to take 6d8 thunder damage with a Constitution save for half.
Alrighty.
And that DC is a 16.
You got a 6.
All right, let's see if I can do better than a 6.
Man, Plonky Tonk roll is good for attacking and terrible for self-defense, which is probably a little bit telling about Plonky Tonk.
I think it's because Plunky Tongue knows he's an abomination. And rightly
23
hates
thunder
himself.
damage.
Right here.
Oh, somebody thinks he's got pipes.
No, bitch, I put the music in you.
I'm putting the music in him.
You
I'm putting
can't
something
even
else
get
in
to
him.
Look, we can all put the music
I'm
in.
trying.
It's called
I'm
teamwork.
trying to sing here.
No, really, you're not.
We'll stand by.
Well then, seeing as it is Plonky Tonk's turn, and you are also thankfully close to him.
He's gonna move.
Nope. He's gonna sing a song of hurt.
Oh, I love Trent Reznor.
It's that achy, breaky heart.
A mournful twang rings from Plonky Tonk, injuring the ears of all who hear it.
Is there a saving throw?
No, there's an attack. It only rolled an 11, so
Well.
not a great roll.
Wow, you sing like Silas.
Which is
Shitty
just
and ineffectual.
Dun 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 dun. All right.
fuck.
I don't think that's the downbeat.
It sounded pretty downbeat to me.
It is now.
Bjorg, Brandon, and Klaus, you have been hit by Legato. Everything has become smooth, baby. Too smooth.
You missed an opportunity to. You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Yes, twice now. These guys caught it.
You've been hit by Legato Criminal. Class it up. You lose traction and grip. You take disadvantage on all dex-based abilities and attacks until the start of your next turn.
Oh shit.
How does it feel on my weasel wiener?
Smooth, baby. So smooth.
Nice.
Enough lube fixes any problem.
Smoothed up the weasel. Somehow that's worse. Meanwhile, Silas, you have been hit by the staccato, meaning you have the disadvantage on perception and move at half speed.
It's all right. Obviously, he has disadvantage on perception. He perceives that he can sing.
And Bjorg, it is your turn.
Well, Bjorg is finally within movement range of this guy. So he's going to move up here. Go after the stock, cock back, and say, I have a solution to this problem! Reckless attack.
Bjorg is a harsh critic.
That is a 22 and a 20.
The 22 and the 20 hit, yeah. Couldn't resist.
15 and 12, so 27.
Very nice.
The music is in you! Now! Repeatedly! Shut the fuck up!
Oh, I'm sorry. I long ago learned to tune out the critics.
I'm going to turn you into splinters, you little bitch!
Now all his music's in cut time.
You haven't learned to tune anything.
Brandon Thighmaster, you're up.
Prick.
Okay. Look. I'm going to hit him again, but more elegantly. It's just, I don't know why I feel the need to prove myself to this horrible thing, but I do. Now, am I taking disadvantage on attacks?
Are your attacks dex-based or strength-based?
It's all technique, baby. It's, yeah, dex-based.
Say what?
Yeah, it's dex-based.
Then it would be disadvantage.
Okay. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, that's 2. I can't even dex attack my thumb. Okay, it's a 19, 13, 17, 21.
The 19 and the 20 hit.
Okay. You know what? I want to do that performance check as well.
Do it, buddy.
A 15 performance if we're doing disadvantage. I don't know, is performance dex? Oh, it's definitely dex.
I don't think you have advantage or disadvantage on performance. I think that's charisma.
Yeah.
Actually, all right.
So, but you just get the first one you rolled without advantage.
Well, that'll be 15 anyway. Okay. I like to think I've proved something there. I don't know what.
You proved that you smooth.
I didn't need to prove that, but I wanted to. Okay, 7-11 damage.
So 18. All right.
Yes.
So Brandon, you roll up and you focus a little bit more on where you're hitting because you're like, I'm gonna get some good damn sounds out of this thing. And you successfully get a few nice notes as you're punching it. You know, a little more effectively in some spots than others.
It's like Dance Dance Revolution, but with violence.
And you do notice that Plonky Tonk has been slowly getting a little more hurt, and he has reached a point of crack now where his eyebrows kind of tilt down and are starting to get angry. Oh no. This is getting a little ridiculous.
Is this country boy about to go metal?
Klaus, you are up.
All right, so I am slowed from the first thing, and then further slowed by being so smooth.
No, by the time when a new one hits you, the old one is gone.
Oh, all right. Well, whatever it is, I would like to continue making my way toward the guitar, Plonky Tonk, and I would like to enter my tubular form into his hole.
Okay, so as best I can understand this, you are trying to
Be eaten, yes.
Yeah, you're trying to leap into the mouth. So that's gotta be a dex, right? Like maybe that's a strength because that's sort of a melee.
I mean, is he forcing his way in, or is he trying to slide his way in?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I am smooth.
Let's go into athletics to see if you can even leap into the mouth effectively, and then we'll go from there.
5.
All right. So Klaus tries to leap up, but he's too smooth, and he does the little cartoon on an ice thing. Also known as me on ice.
Kind of known as you on carpet.
Yeah. That's
Klaus is too smooth. I get this all the time.
Silas Kane.
All right. Time to break your achy, breaky heart. Two arrows. If one hits, one comes with a smite. So 22 and a nat 1.
Roll again.
9.
Okie dokie. So the 22 hits.
All right, so 12 damage from that, and 7 damage from the smite.
Okay, so that's 19.
Yep.
Okay. All right, you shoot another arrow into it. It kind of thuds off.
And I will move a little bit.
Understandable. Fandango. The Fanding show continues.
Damn straight. All right, since I'm downstage center, I'm gonna whip out my lute. Thunder. And I'm gonna cast Shatter again, but this time as a 4th level spell. So that'll be another. That'll be 5d8.
Andrew,
if it fails its save.
I'm not as familiar with the rules of D&D, but is the audience able to provide bardic inspiration?
Guess we'll see if he needs it. Well, with a 13, Plonky Tonk did not make that save, so.
All right, so that'll be 5d8 thunder damage.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear the sadness from the crowd at Plonky Tonk's eminent demise. He's infinitely lovable, isn't he?
Well, the ferry hasn't made it to its destination yet.
That's true.
The audience apparently can provide bardic inspiration because Fandingo thunders up for 22. That's a boom, shaka, 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 boom, boom.
That's a take it, bitch.
Whoa, I think somebody needs to spend some time drilling his fundamentals.
No, he doesn't!
Plonky Tonk is going to, you'll see what he means by fundamentals. Plonky Tonk disengages from y'all to move up here, get a clear line of sight on Fandango.
Come at it. I'll drill my fundamentals like I drilled your mom.
You know, as you can tell, I was picking his attacks based on Johnny Cash songs, and I couldn't resist Cocaine Blues. But I had to find something that was appropriate for what the reaction would be. So, I'm trying to make this cast. Is it going? No. God damn it. Well, he's casting Otto's Irresistible Dance on you via Cocaine Blues, baby.
When I was arrested, I was dressed in black.
All right, Fandango. Choose one creature you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration. They can't. I believe you can be charmed, so you're not immune to that.
I don't know, half elf?
Weasel.
I mean, I haven't ever met anyone that's more charming than me, so
Drew,
I don't really know.
this spell you're casting on him, at what point does it become anything other
Yeah, I
than
can
just
charm.
being a bard?
All right. So you must use all your movement to dance without leaving your space, and you have disadvantage on dex saves, and attack. I mean, taking dex sex advantage from a bard, that is kind of a low blow.
Is there anything he's got?
I'm in hell.
The threat is real, baby.
I'm in hell, and it's a Garth Brooks album.
And every other creature has advantage on attack rolls against you. And let's see, once on your turn, you can make a wisdom save to regain control of yourself.
So I have disadvantage on attacks. Who gives a shit? I don't fight. I can't really move. Who cares? So I dance and play guitar and sing.
Yep.
I'm a triple threat, motherfucker. Let's go.
I mean, it is fundamentals. He wasn't lying. Also, Cocaine Blues is kind of a bard fundamental, too. Yeah. All right, Bjorg. Oh, wait, sorry. I almost forgot. We haven't done the red one yet.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that one's mean. I gotta give Fandango a shot at that one. I can't do that one unilaterally. Not at this point in Plonky Tonk's health. Fandingo.
Oh, yeah.
Pick 1 through 4.
3.
All right, you did not guess correctly, so the red hits you.
So what else is new?
You have been hit by the opposite of amplifier, silence. All ability to speak and hear is lost until the end of the next turn. This halts the use of spells or abilities with semantic components. The user is deafened but not immune to sonic damage.
Oh no, what a shame. How terrible.
Thank you. Thank you, Torag.
Why couldn't that have hit Silas?
God's not that kind. Meanwhile, it looks like Bjorg, you got amplified again.
Oh, damn it.
And it is your turn, sir.
All right, Bjorg's going to charge up to Plunky Tonk and swing his sword while screaming, I'll carve your heart! Your wimpy bitch-ass heart! I'll carve it up until it's dead!
Bjork's got some shit going on, huh?
It's not
And
a
that's
country
2
fan.
raging reckless attacks.
Yeah, those will hit. They're
Yeah,
in the
28
20s.
and 24.
Yeah. Bjork is really starting to get pissed off.
I got a friend in a low place.
That's 30 damage.
Very nicely done. Plunky is still showing his resistance, but y'all are chipping through it pretty quickly.
I hate you, you stupid inanimate object!
Did we like tap into some deep shit for Bjork?
His parents really wanted him to be a bard.
We're gonna find out somebody beat the hell out of Bjork with a guitar at some point in his life. Oh, it's all Fandingo's fireball PTSD manifesting. All right, Brandon Thighmaster.
All right. You know, why change what works? I'm going to break your achy, breaky ribs. Flurry of blows. And 2 more. Okay, it's a 21, 17, nat 20, 15.
The 21 and the nat 20 both hit, and get some crit damage in there.
Good. Bring back Mr. Hister, I say.
If that's not Plunky Tonk's greatest accomplishment.
That's 21 in total.
All right. So, Brandon, you punch, and you'll say on that nat 20, you get a really good rhythmic strike. Like, you hit it square in there, you get a nice sonorous note that occurs, and you see a little extra bit of damage, and Plunky Tonk's starting to look real pissed.
Dance, execution, motherfucker.
Klaus, you're not half speed anymore.
All right. Klaus's parents died. They were eaten by bears before they could start beating him with a guitar.
Are you not
so
over this
he
yet?
doesn't have the same kind of issues that Bjork has. He's going to do something useful and try and jump into that guitar's mouth again.
He is.
You got the movement.
That Euluvula, he can't actually do any casting.
Man,
Roll me an athletics to that jump again. Let's
Here
start
it
that
comes.
off.
oh, 19.
All right, you can successfully jump up to the mouth. I guess we'll do a dex save for Plunky Tonk to see how much agency he has in reacting to your.
I might be delicious.
Do you mean gag reflex, Drew?
I mean, you're also fuzzy, so that's a thing.
Am I still really smooth?
No, that ended.
All right, all right.
No longer actually a smooth criminal.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is. All right. How do we do this one?
I like to challenge Drew.
Klaus, roll me a dexterity save.
11.
All right.
It's not bad.
It is when I got the dexterity I have.
Yeah.
5.
This has to be decent damage. All right. You take 11 damage as Plonky Tonk slams his giant molars down and attempts to crush you.
All right.
He bites the weasel.
I'm shocked. Who could have seen this coming?
For everyone.
Was that a whole action, or is it just a move, or what?
I'm gonna say that's a whole action.
All right.
The rest of your action is getting chewed the fuck up.
Like, we'll say that the back legs are still sticking out of Plonky Tonk's mouth, kicking, and the tail twitching.
All right. Well, I've accomplished something on my turn.
Silas K.
Silence, take a moment to enjoy the sound of silence from Fandango and watching Klaus's body hit the floor. And then he will light this up with 2 arrows and a third level, second level smite.
Alrighty.
29 and 20.
Both good.
Dramatic silence.
Will Klaus survive?
Hopefully not.
34 damage.
Rude.
You deserve to die at this point.
What a way to die.
I deserve to die for much worse things. Right now, I'm trying to be the good guy.
Fandango. You are up. Yeah, you can't speak, but if you have any non-somatic spells or anything, you're good. All right, roll it up. For those of you who aren't at the con watching John pantomime, Fandango is going to shoot his hand crossbow at Plonky Tonk.
Can I deliberately turn my back on the enemy just to enjoy Fandango's situation? I'm willing to take any consequence
And
of
a
that.
21 rolled by Fandango will hit.
Can't fucking roll damage. My roll 20 is checked up.
I got it. For 7.
Yay!
All right. Crossbow bolt thuds off, and at the end of your turn, you will no longer be silenced. As it's Plonky Tonk's turn. And Plonky Tonk is going to. I can't have him do that many. Legendary. All right. He's going to do cut against all of y'all. God's going to cut you down with a 17 to Bjorg and Brandon. And as for Klaus, he is going to attempt to chew and devour you.
I prefer just to be swallowed.
On the road, you learn to eat anything. Oh. All right, we're going to try to attack you with, 27 is probably going to hit, I imagine, Klaus.
I'll have to check my... Yeah.
It's quite hard to miss something that's stuck between your teeth.
Something that deliberately jumped into your mouth.
Yeah. I was going to give him advantage if I needed it, but yeah, so... but you only got 9 damage as he bites down and continues to crunch around.
Did he ingest me any further?
No, you're still getting chewed. You're still alive, so you're not swallowable. You're still a whole weasel.
Well, but I'm actively trying to...
It's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
We will, I'm sure, find a way to sort that in a few minutes. Lord help. All right, and now we're at the point where these can be freely controlled by Plonky Tonk. So you are all smoothed out. You've got the disadvantage on dexterity for Bjorg, Brandon, and Klaus. And where's the other Fendingo, you have been amplified.
Goddamn right.
Remember, you have disadvantage on perception and concentration checks, and you get double damage from Sonic. Not the Hedgehog. Well, maybe the Hedgehog, I don't know.
If he shows up, we'll cross that bridge then.
It's a good point, Devin. We'll roll it on his turn.
Wait a minute, if he's been amplified, does his bardic shit get double damage too?
Yeah, do I deal double damage on Sonic?
No, you don't.
Ah, come on.
But you do sing twice as loud.
So what you're saying is it's a lose-lose situation.
For everybody but Fendingo. Fendingo has basically been handed a microphone that reaches the entire room.
Oh, God.
Why don't you just make 10 louder?
Bjorg Bjornsson.
All right. Bjorg is going to unleash 2 more reckless Raging Greatsword attacks for, that's a 12, actually no, that's a 23 and a 26.
Both will hit.
And he's going to haul back and scream, "Stay still, you cinder-built bitch box!" And that is 14 and 15. So.
All right. Bjorg, you have cleaved a mighty rift in Plunky Tonk's body. There's cracks all along the stalk, and his eyes are glowering, but Plunky still stands.
Why?
Because the power of the music lives in my heart.
No!
One of the hearts I ate.
Mine.
Brandon Thighmaster.
I'm not going to surprise anyone. I am just going to punch this thing until it stops affronting me with its existence.
That's what the people paid to see.
I mean, if he punched everything that affronted him with his existence, a lady does.
I don't want to learn anything about this. I just want to forget it.
I want to drink until Plunky Tonk is only a nightmare. And I will be.
I've punched my computer and didn't learn shit out of it.
Oh, 19, 25, 27, natural 1.
Roll a d20, but the other one's hit.
Okay, d20. Rolls a 9 on a d20.
All right, you're all right.
So everything hits there. Good. You know, I'm not much of a music fan. This is 22, 23, 33 damage.
Wow.
I don't have a music pun for you. Just shut the fuck up.
So, Brandon has been steadily working harder and harder on getting more rhythmic as this fight has gone on. And as he begins punching, by God, he has got the rhythm down. And he's getting some good sounds. And he comes in and he uppercuts it. And right as he says, "Shut the fuck up," he explodes Plonky Tonk. His debris kind of rolls through the room, and you hear faint guitar strings in the air. And then Klaus's body is among the chunks that are there. But on the winds, you hear a few guitar strings and the words, "I'll be back for the encore."
I want to harvest Plonky Tonk's strings.
They are like this big around.
And
I'm just letting you know if you got space.
Are his big freakish eyes left?
They are. They are glass and ornamental now that they are lifeless.
Bjorg is going to smash them.
You can smash the eyes, Bjorg, but you can't smash the look into your soul.
I can try!
Klaus would like to crawl into the largest piece of Plonky Tonk that's left and take my half-elven form again.
All right, from a mound of splinters, Klaus explodes into being, sending sawdust and shrapnel through the air.
Now that's a
This
finale.
is the second time I've been robbed of this plan.
Which means third time's the charm.
Is there any other loot in the room?
No, the room is beginning to fade out as y'all are transported back to a non.
I would like to quickly grab the creature's teeth.
I'll take one of those too.
I probably got some lodged in me.
We're not reaching for those, bud.
Joe, Steve, and Bob, roll me d6s, and then Bob, roll me a d4.
He said with a resigned tone in his voice.
5.
You have 5 teeth.
Yes.
D6, I rolled a 1.
All right, what about on the d4?
4.
All right, you scoop one tooth as the world fades around you, and then you realize you had 4 embedded in you.
I rolled a 6.
I had 4 in me
Randy,
all
you
along.
scoop 6 of Honky Tonk's teeth before the world fades away. You horrible monster.
Knuckle music, baby.
And that is going to do it for the game portion of the Authors and Dragons live game. But as y'all know, that is, of course, not the end of the episodes. Normally, we take your questions on the Discord or the Facebook, but this time, oh, what the hell? You're all here. We might as well just take it for you folks in person. So, John, what's the system we have in mind for this?
I'm going to go
Are
pee
you
again
on
first.
drugs?
Always. But
We do
what's
not have a
relevant?
system in mind for this.
All right, why don't we say line up over on that side for folks who have questions? That way it's nice and orderly.
It's a two-part thing. First thing, Miss Chris wasn't able to attend this year because of he got COVID right before the thing. Can we get a fuck you for Miss Chris?
Sure.
All right, so the question was, can we get a fuck you to one of the people who couldn't attend because they got COVID right before? So, yeah, sure. All right. Fuck you, Miss Chris.
Fuck you, Miss
fuck
Chris.
you.
Fuck you, Christmas.
And thank you for exercising that discretion. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And fuck COVID.
Yeah.
And secondly, if any of you could have an exotic pet or a normal pet, if you could have, knowing what it needs to have proper care, proper time, and
Motherfucker.
proper motivation still to maintain it properly. What exotic animal would you keep as a pet?
I want a murder emu. I want an emu that has been taught to kill for me.
Repeat the question for the people not listening to the recording.
Oh, fair enough. For the folks listening to the recording, good policy, John. The question was, if you could have a regular pet or an exotic pet, even knowing the complications that would come from care and feeding thereof, which one would you pick? And I went with emu because they can kill people and have won wars. And by God, if you want a lackey, you want an effective lackey.
I want a little monkey that can do all the things that little monkeys in movies do.
The right shingle spot.
Yeah.
I want a rhinoceros because it's horny.
I already have 2 dogs and 5 cats, and they're already killing me.
I think I would like the most exotic pet of all. I would like a Robert Bevan. And
You've already got one.
I would like a tiger because Carol Baskin's remarried, so there's food for him for a long time. All right.
I thought Joe was gonna say I like a rhinoceros because they're endangered and the danger makes it sexy.
God damn it.
Well, Bevan is definitely the king of trying to game the system. So, what's your favorite?
Wait, what? I don't even know the system.
Well, trying to be a mayfly so that you can be a human as soon as possible. Just trying to game the system. What's your favorite game mechanic or loophole that you've utilized in a game?
All right. The question is, what is your favorite game mechanic or loophole that you've used in a game? Mr. Dungeon Master.
I mean, it's one I also agreed afterward to never use again because it made the game unfun for all other players. But there was a Dread Necromancer class in one of the editions I played where you could slowly build up an army of things that you killed by turning them undead, and I just took everything I could to increase the number of undead that I could hold, and by the end it was 2 DMs fighting each other as my army ripped through his. So, a lot of fun, would never do it or allow it again.
So there's a spell in Pathfinder 1st Edition called Mad Monkeys, which basically lets you create a monkey swarm. And we had the idea at one point in one of the games we were in to cast Mad Monkeys in a building and use several other spells mixed together to make it so that you had to catch the monkeys by hand, individually, because if you attempted to grab them using magic, they would duplicate.
Infinite monkeys, infinite shingles.
I had a paladin in fourth edition, and he had this combination of stance and healing that made him ideal for getting swallowed. So he would just walk up to the giant foes, let them swallow him, and he would heal faster than they could do damage. But because he was in contact with them, he would essentially just rot them from the inside out without doing anything.
So he was Taco Bell.
Not as easy as you think to get swallowed.
My favorite loophole isn't actually something to do with the mechanics of the game, but when I rolled up Brandon Firemaster, I didn't really know what I was doing. And he's got actually not a very good charisma score. I just kind of said he was deeply attractive. And everyone just fucking bought into it and made it a reality. So, just the power of positive thinking, I guess, is my favorite mechanic.
Yeah, mine is, I'm still working on doing it. I want to burrow into something and become a larger creature while I'm inside it. Time will tell how that works.
Kind of my favorite is using Mage Hand and just dropping 10-pound blocks on people's heads from 30 feet up. Wasn't me.
So many.
If you'd like the next person to go while you take a second, that's totally okay.
That's fine.
If y'all could be a character from one of the books you've written, who would it be?
Okay.
Sure.
The question is, if we could be a character from one of the books we've written, who would we be?
I mean, I've always, I think I've said it before when people ask about what power I want, it's always Mr. Volt, because I love that power combo, and I love the amalgamation of abilities that would allow me to skip traffic in the entirety of my life. It's like, hey, I got super speed and other functions. This is just win all around.
I'll go with Julian from my Caverns and Creatures series. Well, he's got high charisma and hair, and he's one of the only characters that's not a complete piece of shit.
For anyone who's read Dragon Road, I would be Francesco the Squintin, because I could have everyone lavish attention on me while being a complete and total fuckface.
I never thought of that angle.
Well, from Tome of Bill, I'd probably be Tom, because that motherfucker's unkillable.
I think anyone who's read my books would probably expect me to say Hand and Strike, but anybody who's read them to the completion knows that's a lot of responsibility. I think I'd probably go for Jaron Tachamba. Just try out being a good-looking chick for a while.
Again, I didn't consider having boobs.
Well, you're not trying hard enough at this question.
I don't want to be any of those people. My God. They're insane. No. God, no. If I have to be any of them, I want to be Dennis Bolton from the Harker books, because he got turned into a digital unicorn and lived in the internet. So yeah, I'll take that one.
Not a bad fate at all.
Yeah, I'll be a digital unicorn.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
First, I think we're all glad you didn't say one of your Shingles characters.
I don't want
Most
to be
of us
any
can't
of those.
remember the names to our Shingles characters.
We did have a request
Smith, what for the Discord people that couldn't make it, could you do a shout out to fuck you to them?
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck
Discord.
you.
Discord. Fuck you people who give us money every month.
And then, so now we've got the game.
Jesus Christ.
We've got.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, it's happening. I'm losing my mind.
So we've got.
Don't just fucking sit there like.
The fuck is happening?
There's something in the water of this place or something.
I thought y'all had a talk while I went to a restroom break, and I missed a lot. All right, next question.
So I actually wanted to say we've got the games, we've got Salty Bastards, we've got the Janes, we've got all the cons, potentially a Shingles movie. What's next?
I think the Shingles movie is probably the big
Yeah.
next.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
This is picked up by AT&T.
Jesus, lady. We're
More
already
shingles.
We're spinning a lot of plates here. Come on.
I think this guy might be able to answer.
I don't know how to pay to be in the Shields movie.
Don't talk. It makes it weirder.
Its mouth moves.
You're turning this into a whole other convention.
Well, I was just gonna say, because I'm Tiggy from the Discord, and so I'm super excited for you guys, and I really hope we can far surpass that goal.
I mean,
wow.
a Shingles
Thank
TV
you.
series a la Goosebumps would be fun if we get to that one day. Horrifying and unimaginably how quickly we'd get canceled. But fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I need to.
Fuck you, Mark.
Fuck you, Mark.
All our names are Alan Smith, Alan Smith, Alan Smith.
So, this is a question for those of you who have been a DM. And so I know that Drew and I know John does, and Rick tries so hard. I don't know the jokes.
Yeah.
But when you are regularly DMing a game, how far in advance do you plan out? Are you just to the next section?
30 minutes.
5 minutes before you. Well, John, I've seen your requests on Facebook for help for your next con, so.
Yeah, I mean, 15 minutes. Yeah.
I have character beats for the characters in the campaign to hit, like the things that have to do with their backstory and stuff. But the further out from where I'm at they get, the vaguer it is. So that, and then I generally have a very loosely planned session because I'm from a theater background, so I'm used to rolling fast and loose with stuff.
Go theater. Yeah.
I'd say it depends entirely on the campaign. Some campaigns are on rails, so you can plan them out in advance. And some campaigns, like the Salty Bastards, basically you kind of go with the flow.
That's why we're all being executed.
I'm not a good DM. I don't pretend to be. I don't claim to be. And I don't like to be. So, like, if people want me to run a game, I kind of lean into that and be extra shitty. But I have tried before, and I made a bunch of. I forgot what the campaign was, but I made a bunch of towers out of chopsticks and glue, and I never ended up even using them.
You said chopsticks and glue. I heard chopsticks and lube.
Huge waste of time. So
Okay, thank you.
I think I answered.
So,
I forgot
mine
the question
is
was.
conceptually, I generally have the arc they're in. Structurally, I have whatever section they're in. So if they were in the animal one, it would be whatever body part they're hunting. And then specifically, I always have the next map ahead of where they are at any given point. And some games I will be a little more specific than that, but you kind of learn your group as you play. And with this group, I've learned one map ahead is a good amount of maps ahead. Sometimes you think they're gonna zig and they take a shit in a bowl.
It's my finest hour.
I learned that with the Janes today. So. All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, Mark.
I have another fuck you request. After
Fuck you.
a year of waiting, UVM has decided to grant the
graduates of 2020 at graduation, so I actually get to walk and receive my diploma next week. So I was wondering if I could
Awesome.
Fuck you and your diploma.
John left. Does somebody else want to repeat what you said? Or?
Yes. Sorry, you said you were graduating and finally getting to walk?
Yeah, UVM deferred our graduation a year, so we finally get a walking graduation next week on Saturday. So
That's awesome. So fuck you.
Sierra.
Fuck you, Sierra, for graduating.
Fuck you.
And fuck you,
education.
DM.
And fuck you to all the graduates out there.
And then I have a real question outside the fuck you request. If you could choose to be famous or infamous, which would you want? Why? And then what kind of famous or infamous would you want?
Same answer. Fuck you.
All right, so for our folks listening at home, the question was if you could choose to be famous or infamous, which would you choose and why?
Can I choose anonymous?
Not anymore.
I've been on Twitter.
Not anymore.
I mean, I guess I would go famous purely for the fact that it does come coupled with a greater amount of sales and exposure for the career of which is my passion, but there's really no part of me that ever wants to be the kind of famous that people recognize on the street. I am not a put together enough person for that. Nobody needs to see me in basketball shorts at Walmart at 3 in the afternoon buying 9 hot dogs. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Especially since they come in packs of 10.
You gotta live your life. It'll let the man tell you how much an appropriate amount of hot dogs.
He doesn't want to be seen by the public opening up packs of hot dogs and just scooping one out.
Slide it into the 8. It's like a
Stop
big,
me, I'm
bulky
famous.
pack.
I need 9 hot dogs. I'm taking 9 hot dogs.
I'm the king of this fucking Walmart. Do what I want.
So I guess these things are very contextual. Like, you know, fame is very niche, but I guess I will take famous, but also infamous among assholes.
The right kind of famous. Yeah.
I'm still trying to get past like Howard Hayes here, like, you know, and his like firing his assistants for. I told you 9 hot dogs.
No, 10 is too many. That makes me feel bloated.
Portion control.
Thank you.
So if Wizards of the Coast came to you guys and were like, shit,
Oh, no.
ideas, we don't have like a good idea for the next class. What if you guys could design a class for D&D 5e to be published across all modules?
Are we unanimously opening up a Sorcerer class here?
All right, so for the
has
folks
a
listening at
class.
home, the question was if each of us could create a 5e class to submit to Wizards, what class would we submit? And damn, that is a good one.
We've sort of done that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I think watch this space on that one, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go onto the Discord and find the Template of Many Fists monk subclass. That's a lot of fun. I speak from experience.
Can I tell them about the other one?
Yeah, sure.
There's also going to be a Path of the Northman one coming.
In fact, yeah, we've actually been working on a lot of things. There's also I believe it is a cultist subclass, to put it nicely.
And Bevan's working on a total piece of shit subclass.
I was thinking, problematic is more of a background than a class, isn't it?
Not when you do it.
Pretty true, actually.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bob's kind of working on the opposite of class.
You know,
Well, it doesn't matter what class you are. You're not doing anything. You're just being weird.
If it wasn't for low class,
I know, right? It's like, I'm gonna invent the sorcerer. No, S-O-U-R-S.
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. It's a rogue pretending to be a sorcerer.
Quite as a librarian.
well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I just have a fuck you request for a friend of mine named Anthony that couldn't show up.
Oh, okay, wait.
Oh, we gotta wait for this. Are we coordinating this?
3, 2, 1.
You want to get this guy in here? I mean, he's here.
I'm
Why
gonna
not?
go 3, 2, 1, so we coordinate. 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you, Anthony!
And because our new friend here showed up, I have a second question. What does the fox say?
Actually, look, you think that's a fun question because of that stupid song, but now he's sitting there, and I live near foxes, and they sound like a woman being murdered.
You know something safe to say we have no fox to give.
Thank you, man.
No one's ready for the fox. Like, no one's ready for the weasel.
I'm having an out-of-body
It doesn't
experience.
matter which way he turns. His eyes keep following me.
that way. So for those of you who've written D&D style books, how much of that was fueled by, like, percentage-wise, how much of that is spite and how much of that is genuine love to the game?
Oh, it's so hard to separate the two when you're when you're
Can I repeat the question?
eviscerated by irony and.
All right. So the question was, for those of us who've written D&D style books, how many were motivated by spite versus love for the game, or I guess in what mixture for the books, probably. And Steve, you were starting.
No, I'd finished.
Oh.
It's a complicated. I mean, I love heroic fantasy, but heroic fantasy is cheesy and trope-filled. And Pratchett was my hero, and he elevated, I think, by making fun of heroic fantasy. He managed to elevate heroic fantasy. If I could do a smidgen of that, I'd be very proud of myself. So I don't know if that is truly spite. We're getting into complicated emotional territory here, man. I'll have a few beers. I'll think about it.
Yeah, I wrote Caverns and Creatures. Of course, for a genuine love of the game, I'm loving the game right now. But also, it's there are elements I can poke fun at, and I enjoy doing that.
I would say for mine, it's probably mostly out of love. The elements of gaming that I don't like are the ones that I specifically change or work through, like the stringency and people like kind of sticking to the same race class outputs was part of where NPCs originally differed, and that was just I was tired of seeing the same builds, and so that was something I altered. So I would say foundationally love, because if I don't like it, I don't keep it. All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've just got a quick fuck you request for
Everybody does.
Everybody says fuck you.
Silas, who is here.
Fuck
with
you,
us.
Silas. Oh.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you, Silas.
I'm sure Torag.
But praise Torag.
Thank you for coming.
Alrighty, final question. What's up, boss?
All right, so after 6 years now, for the players, what if you really wanted to say fuck you to Drew about?
Dude, every episode is a fuck you to Drew.
All right, I'll start. Getting stuck as a fucking pig for a year and a half. Pig noises!
I still say it's headcanon because Drew likes furries, but
Oh, yes, that's probably a good idea. So after 6 years, what is the question, or what is the element that they want to say "fuck me" to after all these guys? And I have to imagine for most of them, I guess it's just Plonky Tonk that happened 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the low-hanging fruit here. Just not yet allowing me to burrow into a creature.
It would be so much better when you get there and earn it, buddy.
It will be.
It's going to be like the arrows of Torah.
The people want this.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. I'll just say that I'm DMing Drew in Salty Bastards right now, so I'm not going to say anything because I know payback will be a bitch.
To go back to the To go back to the earlier question about how much of this is spite and how much of this is love, we started a new podcast out of spite of our old podcast. That's how much we love spite things.
All right, thank you very much.